Good day. My name is John Newton. I was born July 24th, 1725. I was taught the Christian faith by my mother, Elizabeth Newton. She died when I was only 7. Like my father before me, John Newton Sr., I was drawn to the sea. But the Royal Navy forced me into their service aboard the HMS Harwich. I was a wretch of a human being with a foul mouth and a heart that had turned against the God of my youth. I became attracted to the transatlantic slave trade as an easy, incredible way of life. This decision would haunt me in my later years. I became captain aboard many slave ships. According to my recollection, I am guilty for selling into slavery at least 20,000 souls. If ever there was a spirit that was lost, it was I. On March 10th, 1748, I cried out to God to save me from a storm off the coast of Ireland. I feared that the ship that I was on would most assuredly break apart. I have honored that day with reflection and prayer. For on that day, the Lord came from on high and delivered me from out of deep waters. I think that I should have quit the slave trade sooner, had I considered it as I now do to be unlawful and wrong. It was for these 20,000 souls that I wrote the pamphlet entitled Thoughts Upon the African Slave Trade. In it, I describe the horrible conditions of the Middle Passage on those enslaved. By God's providence, in 1807, William Wilberforce and I were instrumental in getting the slave trade abolished in England. Oh, I can now die in peace. If it were not for God's amazing grace, we all would be lost. But now we are found. We were blind, but now we see. Here is the song that God gave me just a few years ago that speaks of this marvelous transformation. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. I was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Join us in the last verse. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've known less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.